All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight for December Dirt Week, night number 2 with ASRS. And they're at Lanier right now. In the street stock's going to be event number 1. And then after this is done with the street stocks, they will move to the super late, the late model. And be a 50-lap shootout in that. So it should be a pretty good night here. We had a real great night last night. And we're looking forward to another good race here tonight. Got a lot of guys out here. Looks like there's 25 drivers out there right now. Jared Mogard right now is tops in warm-up. Brad Cross in second. Zachary Bosnick in third. About a minute left, and then they're going to go to qualify. These are fast sessions to try to get all these races in one night. So what we're going to do our national anthem real quick, and then we'll come back with qualify. We'll go over the point standings, and we'll check out what some of the drivers' times are here when this thing gets started. So sit tight, we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and qualify is underway. So we'll see what kind of times these drivers are going to have out here tonight. See who's going to start on the pole. We had 3 different winners last night, and a lot of good racing going on. A lot of guys out there. Hopefully tonight we see the same repeat. It should be pretty interesting too with the street stocks and then the late models. Right now we're with Brad Dyer in number 156. Watching him go around here. Let's jump in with, grab another driver here. Let's go in with Scott Smith. We'll take a ride around inside. Get down the ticker for a minute. Trying to get a little feel for what's on the track. Mitch Brown going around. Let's see who else we got. Dominic Lee. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be coming to a stop. Let's go with Bo Reddy. I'll tell you what, I don't know about anybody else that's ran these. I struggle with dirt. Nice looking car right there, number 38, Bo Reddy. See what Brad Cross has got. See a lot of dust being kicked up. Going to be searching for grip here tonight for sure. Right now Brad moves up into 10th. Justin Krulov right now in your top spot. John Kennedy second. Seen some of these guys too last night up in the front in the 3 events that were last night. Tonight's 2 events, and then tomorrow night is going to be a 3 event race again. And hopefully you'll tune in for tomorrow night for the finale. See Bo out there turning some laps, just getting a little bit of extra in there. So we got the 91, Zachary Bosnick's back out on the track. He's got that GoPro 3M. All right, we'll go over the point standings here. Get them pulled up here for you, and we'll do a quick rundown on where everybody stands after the 3 events from last night. Right now, the way it looks, Brad Cross is leading in the points, and he's got a total of 26 points. Second is Justin Krulov, and he's got 25 points. He's only 1 point behind. Jared Mulgard, 24 points. He's only 2 points behind, and he's in third. Fourth is John Kennedy, and 23 points total for the 3 races, and he's only 3 points away. So first, second, and third right there, just about a couple points from each other. And then when you go back to Brad Dyer, he's only 7 points back with a total of 19. And Ray Farlow, he's 6th. He's only 10 points back. Zachary Bosnick is 11 points back with a 15-point total. Chris Titus in 8th. He's got 13 points, and he's 13 points behind the leader. Tim Knott is 16 points behind the leader with a total of 10 points, and Tim Berner is got a total of 9 points, and he's 17 points behind. So any of these guys right here have a chance to get that first spot, especially the guys a little bit closer up there to the front, -7 down. So going to be a pretty interesting race here tonight. Tim Giles will be here in a little bit. This is Christmas week for those of you that have kids. A lot of school plays going on and things going on, so he's doing his best to get here and come hang out and call the race with me. Hopefully anybody that tuned in last night, hopefully you enjoyed it. We definitely enjoyed calling. It was a great race. Actually a great 3 races, I should say. Danny Rogers in that 02. This is going to look nice with all these cars out on the track too. But we were talking to Jim Foos last night at the end of the race and talking about the event that they put on here this season. First time they did this type with the dirt. And I gotta say, so far I think it's going pretty good. I've seen a lot of good driving going on out there, a lot of good drivers. See if anybody else comes out on the track to get a couple more laps in. Take a look at our weather here tonight. So far for this track, we have 80-degree air temperature, mostly cloudy skies, 91-degree track temperature, and the wind is 6 miles an hour. So it should be a lot of dust being kicked up once we get green. Yeah, these guys have been doing pretty good. December Dirt Week, and this is night number 2. Tomorrow night will be night number 3. And they'll have a champion. They'll crown a champion at the end. I believe he said there was so far about $120 that was up for the purse that was going to be split. I think between the top 5, Jim was saying. And also, each night they have a champion, I believe he said, but I don't know who was from last night's. But obviously, when we go over the points, you see who's leading and how far ahead they are. They got about 2 minutes left before we actually get this thing going green. So we're going to throw something up real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, we got about 142, and looks like the way things are going to be here, Justin Krudov is going to start on the pole. John Kennedy will be second, and those guys are pretty high up on the points. Also, Brad Dyer going to be starting third here tonight. We'll see if anybody can make any passes here. Are they going to use the outside, or are they going to be using that low lane to get by? Not really sure. I don't really do a whole lot in the street stock, so I'm not really sure what the characteristics are of the car. I know Tim's had a little bit more experience in them than I have. So when Tim gets here, hopefully he can school me a little bit on them. But I'm definitely looking forward to definitely a good race. Oh, get stuck here. There we go. Take a quick rundown of the drivers that are here tonight. Looks like we may have 26 drivers that are going to take the field here tonight, so that's a pretty good sized field. Problems with the mouse here, excuse me. All right, looks like we're about to get this thing going. Let's go ahead and pull up the grid. So it looks like Justin Krudov is going to be starting on the pole here tonight. Starting second is going to be John Kennedy. Rolling off third is going to be Brad Dyer. Position number 4 is going to be Trevor Brownlee. Fifth is going to be Tim Knott. Rolling off sixth is Steve Ritter. Seventh is going to be Chris Titus. Eighth will go to Danny Rogers on the start here. And starting off ninth is going to be Jared Mogard. Zachary Bozanix will start 10th. 11th will be David Carlson. Starting 12th is Brad Cross. Brandon Boyd will be starting 13th. Braden Shepard will start 14th. 15th will be Mitch Brown. 16th is Jason Stewart. Rolling off 17th is Bo Reddy. 18 will be Jonathan Holstein. 19th is Scott Smith. Kari Bodenot going to start 20th tonight. 21st will be Jim Foos. 22nd will be Ty Hester. 23rd is going to be Dominic Lee. 24th, Alan Young. 25th will be Jay Graves Jr. 26th, it's showing 27th, but it should be 26th. Casey Cup, 27th, and that's going to round out your field. We're getting ready to go green. Wait for that pace truck to go on in and get these boys fired up here tonight. Some real nice looking cars out there. The track's looking really slick. This truck is in. And we're green here tonight for event race number 2. It looks like 49, Justin Krudov does get out front. He's going to separate a little. The yellow did come out. Let's go back and see what happened real quick. Looked like the 38 Bo Reddy might have been involved with that. Ooh, looked like Bo might have just yeah, down almost into the wall, and then slides it up into the 143 of Braden Shepard. All right, we'll see. Should be, I believe, going to be double file restarts here. Yeah, lining them back up, getting ready. So Justin Krudov up front, Brad Dyer there, John Kennedy, Trevor Brownlee, Tim Knott, Chris Titus up in the front. Pace truck does turn back in. We are back green again. A little bit of a rough start there and up there in the front. Oh, we got some cars going around. And the yellow did come out. They all kept rolling, I believe, just because it stopped on the track for a little bit. Justin Krudov does hold on to the top. John Kennedy still shown in second. Trevor Brownlee in third. Brad Dyer now in fourth, Tim Knott in fifth, Chris Titus in sixth, Jared Mogart seventh, Steve Ritter eighth, Danny Rogers ninth, Zachary Bosniak in 10th. Coming to 19 laps to go this time by, trying to get some green flag runs in here. Looks like the track's really slick. So right now 49, Justin does have 7 laps led, still holding on to the lead. Looks like John Kennedy on the outside. Brad Dyer and Trevor Brownlee in row 2. Pace truck one more time in, they're back green. See if we can get some of this rolling here. So far, it looks like everybody's doing a pretty good job. We got a whole bunch of guys. Oh, we got somebody going around a little bit further back. Trying to catch up with him really quick. That was on the 81 of Mitch Brown. Let's go take a quick look. Yeah, he was a victim there, I believe, from the 4. Let's go back up front. Justin in the number 49 still hanging on to that top spot. Trying to get some green flag runs going here. Getting a little bit tighter out there. Laps are winding down, 13 laps to go, so the pressure is on to get up to the front. Pace truck does roll in. We're back green again. 49 with a great start. 04 Trevor Brownlee not too far behind. A little bit of contact further back. Oh, contact between the 04 and the 89. And the yellow is going to come out. That is going to collect a bunch of drivers. Let's take a look from inside. Yeah, makes a little contact right there with the 89. 89 taking a severe hit. Justin Kurloff, he started first, got 15 laps led, still out front. We have Jared Mogart now in second. Gonna get ready to go one more time here. 9 laps to go. We got a quick shootout. This truck does go in, and we're back green. See if anybody has anything for him. We see the 91 Zachary Bosnick rolling it up to second. Little bit of struggles going on back here with the 89, able to save it. Justin in the number 49 out front, 91 right behind him. Zachary Bosnick, 00, and the yellow does come out. Man, we just were getting rolling here. That looks like Steve Ritter. Heavy damage and smoking. Wow, flying through the air. See the 89 also. Wow, look at that hit. I thought maybe he caught the invisible spring. Let's go find the 89 and see what happened with John Kennedy. Looked like he made, his contact was made between the 134 to 156. They kind of drove him in, and man, you see him get hit right there. All right, we're back up front here. Justin Krulov still out front, 20 laps led. We got 5 laps to go. We'll see if he can hang on to it and bring home the win here with no lead changes. Looks like right now 14 cars on the track. Base truck does go in. And we're back at it one more time, hopefully for the final. So far, 49, Justin Krudov holding them off. Jared Morgan in second. Trying to make that pass there on the 91 of Zachary. Contact, oh man. We're still green. We're gonna stay up here. The fight right here is between second and third. 91 of Zachary Bosnick does grab second. Jared Morgan gonna hang on to third. The 02 of Danny Rogers in fourth. We're getting ready to come to the checkered. And looks like Justin Krulov gonna take the win here for number 1. Tell you what, if they could have been able to get that green flag going a little bit sooner. So you got Justin Krulov. He does come out of here. Let's take a look. I believe he led all the laps. Yeah, 25 laps led. Started on the pole. Does take it home. And then second, you got Jared Mogard. And third is Zachary, not sure, Bozanic or Bozanic. I was saying Bozanic. I think that's a little bit, sounds a little bit better. Definitely a rough start here tonight in the street stocks. Not really the way you want to start it off, but we're going to go to the late models next, and going to be a 50-lap shootout there. That'll probably spread out a little bit and probably go green a little bit longer and get some of these people searching for grip out here. Got the Miller Genuine Draft number 49 taking home the win here tonight. So we'll see. We're going to get ready to go to the next server in a little bit, and we'll see if we can get caught up with any of the drivers in the top three and maybe get a word in with them. So we have Justin Krudov, Jared Mogard, Zachary Bozanic. So let's go over the results. You have Justin Krulov going to take home the win. Jared Mogard going to be second. Zachary Bozanic will finish third. Danny Rogers takes home fourth. Brad Dyer does come home fifth. Brandon Boyd will be sixth. Jim Foos moves all the way up to seventh. Corey Budnot will finish eighth. Casey Cup will finish ninth. Alan Young rounds out the top 10. Jonathan Holstein finishes 11th here. Brad Cross 12th. Jason Stewart 13th. John Kennedy 14th. Ty Hester will take home 15th. Bo Reddy finishes 16th. 17th will go to Stephen Ritter. 18th is Tim Knott. 19th is Chris Titus. And 20th is Trevor Brownlee. 21st goes to Mitch Brown. 22nd is Scott Smith. 23rd goes to Dominic Lee. 24th, Braden Shepard. 25th, David Carlson. 26th, Jay Graves. And 27th, Tom Giannini. And that'll round out your results here. We'll see if we get a word in with, see if Justin, Jared, or Zachary are here. I see Zach, so let's get a word in with Zach. Hey, Zach, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, a little bit of a rough start out there. What was it like out there in the car?
It was crazy out there. No one would give and take any room and just kind of settle in and get around, which sucked. It would have been some good racing.
Yeah, we were hoping it was going to go green. Started to look good there in the end, but obviously the laps were winded out. But you did start 10th, and you managed to get all the way up to 3rd. A little bit of a battle there between, I think that was you and Jared Mogard for 2nd and 3rd, man. But you do hold on for 3rd. I don't know, man. I'm not good at these cars, so I really can't say much. But I think if we would have had a little bit longer of a green flag run, might have had a little bit more competition out there up in the front.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, this was my first night ever running these, maybe besides when they first came out, so it was fun to drive up through there and just caught the right brakes on that yellow on the back stretch. You know, it sucks. My teammate got wrecked there at the end, but it's a good battle with my other teammate Jared, and all the max out boys did good tonight.
Yeah. How you feeling about going to the next event?
I'm ready to get back there. I got to redeem myself after sprint cars last night, which is my forte in the midgets. Kind of had a good showing in the midgets, going from 26 to 6, so going to keep it up in the supers, hopefully.
All right, man. Well, listen, starting 10th, finishing 3rd, not a bad start for tonight. Hopefully do a little bit better, get the win over in the late models, and going to be 50 laps there, so definitely should be a lot more racing going on, and we'll look for you over there. But before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, first got to give a shout out to our team owner's mom, Carla. She's battling cancer, and it was her birthday yesterday, so we're all out here racing for her, and just got to thank all the boys on the team. You know, we're working together well and just having fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, buddy, we'll take a look for you in the next event, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for putting this on.
No problem, man. You're welcome. All right, let's see if we get a word in with Jared Mogard here. I believe I see his channel. Hey, Jared, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. What's going on?
Not much, man. How was it for you out there? I know it was a little bit of a rough start. Not really as much green as we wanted to see, but how was it on your side?
Slow with the yellows. We managed to go from, I don't know where we started, like eighth or something, ninth, I think it was. So got second, and we'll take it. It was a good point there, but yeah. So lucky. I didn't think I was gonna finish up there, so we'll take it. Just gotta thank my sponsors, my team, maxed out, Chris Titus, everybody over there, and give a shout out to Carla. I don't know if she's watching again tonight. We'll go try this late model and see how that goes.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about going into the late model? It's going to be a 50 lap race there, so it should be a little bit better.
Yeah, hopefully, guys, use your heads a little bit. Being we got 50 laps, it's a little bit longer of a race, so as long as things go according to plan, we should have a good race, good flag racing. But we'll see if everybody's gonna use their head or not. Way it's
Yeah,
been going, probably not.
yeah, absolutely, man. All right, well, listen, man, you started ninth and you finished second, so that's pretty good. Hopefully, that'll give you what you need to move ahead in the next round, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there, man. Good luck to you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys for the broadcast and everybody putting this on too. So thank you.
Thank you, man. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later on.
You too.
All right, let's see. Let's get a word in with Justin. All right, Justin, this is Paul in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations, dude. You started on the pole, got all 25 laps led, managed to keep it out there for the win. Good way to start off event number one tonight.
Yeah, it's a great way to start. Finally get us a win, so that's great.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough start here. I know, short laps, so you got to try to get her done quick and maybe a little bit, too much. But with everything going on, man, you managed to pull off the starts and keep it up front and keep it out there. So congratulations on that. How you feeling about going into the next event in the late models?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just hoping we can settle it down a little bit and get some green flag runs going.
Yeah, I think with a 50 lap race, it'll spread out a little bit more. It is not, you still want to get to the front, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, right at the tip of your tongue jumping to the front. Here, the laps are limited. You got to get to the front quick. But great job tonight, man. Off to a good start, and hopefully in the next event you can back it up.
Yeah, here's hoping.
I hear you, man. Well, listen, anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Gotta give a shout out to Off Camera Motorsports.
All right. Well, listen, man, congratulations on the win in event one, and we'll look forward to what you got here for these boys in the next round, man. We'll be there in a little bit.
All right, thanks.
All right, good luck to you, man. All right. We're going to get set up here to go to the next event, so we'll be right back. We got to leave this server, and we're going to go into another server. So sit tight, and we'll be right back. we are back. Took a little bit to get into the server, but we're back here live one more time again with the Dirt Super Late models. Gonna be a 50 lap shootout here. This is event number 2. Gonna be a lot of fun here. 50 laps. Probably see a lot more green action going on here tonight. Let's take a jump inside. Looks like we got about 28 drivers out here tonight so far. Got some real nice looking paints out there. We'll see. Somebody was saying that they didn't think the paints were on. Paints are on. Hopefully they're picking up. I know there was a few people that had to reinstall, so I may be one that might need to reinstall. Hopefully not. Right now, warm up, there's a little less than 2 minutes. Danny Rogers out in the front on this warm up session. So what kind of weather we got here? 80 degrees on the track, 80 degrees in the air, mostly cloudy. See a lot of rubber down on there right now also. Tell you what, these are fast cars. Take a look at some of the paint jobs out here. Got some real nice looking cars out here tonight. That's the number 11 of Jason Stewart. Take a look at, was that the 38 of Bo Reddy? 08 of Casey Cup. So far, Danny Rogers hanging on to that top spot in warm-up. We'll see if he can back it up in qualify. We'll be going there in about 30 seconds. 156 of Brad Dyer. He's in 7th right now. A little bit of a pile up. .04 Trevor Brownlee, double zero Jared Mogard right here, and then where's the 30 of Brad Cross, maxed out. All right, we're getting ready to go to qualify, so we'll get it up here. Once somebody gets out on the track, we'll go with Ty Hester first since he's the first driver out. Jump on Corey's real quick, see if the paint is showing up. This is what I'm seeing. Hopefully this is what you're running. Rogers back up to the front. Trying to get inside with somebody that's out here running. Let's go in with Justin, at number 49. Okay, good. So it is working. Maybe just the other paint didn't load for some reason. Go back here to the 30 of Brad Cross right now in second. Look at all that rubber down on the track. Take a look here. Dominic Lee in that number 45. And let's see, Jim Flu's out there in that number 42. So far, Trevor Brownlee got the top spot. So it looks like he's going to be starting on the pole here tonight, unless one of these other drivers that didn't take a time. There's two drivers that still didn't take a time. I don't know if they're going to come out or not. There's still about 7 minutes left. See, let me see if I get a word in with somebody here. Hey, Brad, Paul up in the booth, man. Sorry to cut you off, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it feeling out there so far? We see qualify is done. Looks like you got yourself a 5th place starting spot. What are we in for tonight?
I think it's going to be one lane on the bottom for the first 25 if we can get some green flag laps, and then the second 25, the middle and the top will come in.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, these cars are fast, and there's a lot of drivers out here right now getting ready to start this thing. 50 laps should be a decent run in these cars, yeah?
Yeah, 50 laps. 50 laps, if we can get them green flag, it'll be some good racing, trust me.
You got a lot of time in these cars?
Well, I have quite a bit since iRacing Dirt came out. I used to drive full-size dirt late models when I was younger. I'm old now.
I hear you, man. Join the club. I know the feeling. Let me ask you something. Obviously, since you drove for real, are they very close with this?
Well, I drove full-size dirt late models, 900 horsepower, and I don't feel that the supercars have the correct amount of traction yet, but they have worked on it. iRacing does a great job. They got some real-world drivers that run dirt on there now, and that that are helping them develop, and they're doing a great job. I think when iRacing comes out with a cushion, that's just going to be even better for iRacing Dirt.
Yeah, it seems like they're on a learning curve constantly, and every time they do come out with another update on it, and they find out a little bit more, it definitely does get a lot better. I'm not a dirt driver, so I struggle in them, and we were talking last night, I really need to get some seat time in because I enjoy it, and it's something I think I would love to do, man. But it's just so different from driving asphalt.
Yeah, it's a lot of throttle control and learning the pitch and the yaw that the car needs to be at for the amount of available traction that you have.
Well, we were talking, man, one of you guys that are good in these cars needs to start a driving school, man. You'll probably have too many people knocking on your door for some lessons.
Yeah, I'm not that good yet. I just think, it's all a learning curve. I just want to get out here and compete. That's all I want to do.
So what do you think so far of the events going on? I think so far it's been a pretty good job. I know we were talking to Jim last night, and he was saying, it's the first time doing this. And I thought last night went pretty good. A little bit of a rough start in the street stocks, but, short amount of laps like that. I mean, the tensions are high. Guys trying to get to the front, so you'll have that. But tonight, with a 50-lap race, I think it'll fan out maybe a little bit more. But from what I see, I think it's pretty good. How does it feel on your side?
There's a lot of competition out there, and the track's kind of slick. Guys are having a little trouble with throttle control. I think if we can get stretched out, it'll be all right. You'll see some good racing.
All right, man. Well, listen, looks like you're going to be starting in a pretty good spot. Hopefully you can keep it there and we can get a word in with you at the end. And good luck to you, man. And thanks for stopping and talking with us.
Yes, sir. I'd love to be talking to you in the number one spot when this is all said and done. But I got Brad Cross and Steve Ritter up there. They're pretty fast.
Yeah, they are pretty fast, man. But you got a good starting spot, so we'll keep an eye on things, man, and good luck to you.
I'm going to try and stay clean to the last 5 laps and then make a go at it.
Hey, that's one thing. Do you have any fast repairs out here tonight?
I'm honestly not sure. This is the first time I've run a big event with the ASRS, and we may have, but there's a rule that we cannot come back out on the track if we go in to repair the car. We cannot come back out on the track when the green flag flies.
All right, so that's kind of good. This way, make you drive the car. So, all right, good. Thanks for that information, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night up there. Maybe I'll see you at the end, and hopefully I can put on a good show for you.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, man. That was pretty good. Got to get a word in with him. Learn a couple of things here. I think that's a good rule. If you do go in and get your car fixed, that you shouldn't be back out on the track. We done away in our league with the fast repairs only because we felt guys were using the fast repairs as a crutch to take chances and still get a chance to get back out there and get the win. And we thought it was a lot more realistic to make you sit in and get your damage fixed, or if it's beyond repair, pack it up, come back next week. So that's a good bit of information there. But you heard him, thinks 20, 25 laps, maybe the low lane is going to be where you want to be. iRacing does a great job with these dirt and with all the content they've been putting out, the rallycross that just came out. A lot of stuff going on here. If you haven't already tried iRacing, iRacing has promotions where they'll do, a month or 3 months for the price of one. Come on out. I guarantee if you get on here and you try it, you'll get hooked, you'll stay. It's definitely a lot of fun. All right, so it looks like we're getting closer, about a minute and a half to green flag here. Trevor Brownlee going to stay up in the front. Brad Cross, believe Todd Labube, Steve Ritter, Brad Dyer, who we just spoke to, Danny Rogers, Jared Mogard, John Kennedy, Chris Titus, and Tim Knott going to be your top 10 starters here tonight. Not really sure what happened to Tim. I guess it went a little bit longer than he expected. So hopefully just me up here in the booth, make it somewhat interesting. It's a lot easier when you have somebody up here to help you. When you're alone, it's hard to see everything that's going on the track, but I'll do my best. That's all I can do. So we got 19 seconds left, and we will be going to line these guys up and get ready to go green for 50 laps here tonight. And then tomorrow night, tune in again about 8:30 p.m. East, same time for the last 3 events. And December Dirt Week will come to a close tomorrow night. Definitely was a great format. I think Jim did a great job getting everything together and putting it all together. So congratulations to him on that. All right, let's go to the grid. Trevor Brownlee gonna start on the pole. So congratulations, Trevor, on that pole. Brad Cross gonna start second. Oh, sorry. Todd Labube going to start third. Fourth will be Steve Ritter. Starting fifth is going to be Brad Dyer. Sixth will be Danny Rogers. Seventh is going to be Jared Mogard. Eighth will be John Kennedy. Ninth is going to be Chris Titus. 10th is going to be Tim Knott. Starting 11th will be David Carlson. Bo Reddy will roll off 12th. Justin Krulov is going to start 13th. Zachary Bosnick is going to start 14th. 15th will be Brandon Boyd. 16th, Corey Budenot. 17th will be Scott Smith. 18th is Braden Shepard. 19th will be Ty Hester. 20th is Jason Stewart. 21st, Jim Foos. Mitch Brown will roll off 22nd. 23rd will be Alan Young. Tom Giannini will start 24th. 25th is Casey Cup. 26th is Jonathan Holstein. 27th, Dominic Lee. Jay Graves Jr. will start 28th. That's going to round out the field here. So remember, you're watching December Dirt Week with ASRS, and we're watching event number 2 in the Dirt Late Models at Lanier National Speedway. Going to be 50 laps here tonight, so these guys are going to have plenty of time to you know, spread it out a little bit, get some long green flag runs, and see which way the track turns and who can adjust to it. We have 80 degrees in the air, 80 degrees on the track, and mostly cloudy skies. Let's see if we get a real dusty feel here, or we're going to get a lot of rubber put down and get a real slick track. Trevor Brownlee going to be on the inside to lead these guys to green. He's going to wait for that pace truck to go on in, get these guys fired up, and we'll see. Hopefully we get some good racing going on here and some real good battles for the lead. Right, pace truck does go in, and we are on it. Looks like a really good start here in the front. I believe that's the 143. Let's go see what happened really quick here. Looks like it just kind of swung out a little bit too wide on him, and it caught a bunch of cars in that one too. All right, we're lined back up here under caution, trying to get this thing straightened out. Yeah, it looks like Trevor Brownlee going to still take control of the lead. Brad Cross going to be right there on the outside in second. 143 having a little bit of trouble there. I think there might be a little bit of mix-up on the track with the pace truck. Looks like the end of the longest line there is right in front of our leader. Unless some of these guys are behind, yeah, they might be waiting for the wave around. I know sometimes on the short tracks it doesn't really catch up too fast, but that's what it was. All those guys were waiting to get waved by the pace truck. All right, we're gonna get ready to get these boys fired up again. We're back at it. Man, they are 3 wide and 4 wide back here. And yellow is out. Just think somebody got slowed up on the track and not really too bad. Looked like might have been the 36th with Ty Hester in part of it. Let's go back and take a quick look. We see the 21 had a little bit of an issue up there, up in the top, caused a little bit of a slow out. That was Scott Smith. Let's try this again here. We got Trevor Brownlee back still out front. Brad Cross up in second. Wait for that pace truck to go on in and see if we can get these guys fired up running green. Looks like we have 3 cars off the track. So we still got a pretty decent sized field here. Pace truck shoots on in. Back at it. Trevor Brownlee with a great start. 30, Brad Cross right behind you. See behind him some contact going on. Hopefully we can keep it green. Oh, we have some cars going around right here. And unfortunate, looks like the 156, Brett Dyer got caught up in that one. Looks like the 00 right underneath. Yeah, we got 4, 5, 6 cars involved in that one. So that's going to give the lead up now to Brad Cross. Oh, no, sorry. Going to go back to Trevor Brownlee for a minute. Show Brad Cross. We got Trevor Brownlee, Brad Cross, Tyler Boubet, Jared Mogard, John Kennedy, Tim Knott, Curtis Titus, Zachary Bosnick, Brandon Boyd, and Justin Krudov, your top 10. Getting ready to go back green again here. Wait for that pace truck to go on in. Back green. And I believe somebody went around, but it does stay green. Brad Cross now going to take the lead. He does get out in front of Trevor Brownlee. Now Jared Mogard challenging. Have a 3-car battle up front. The yellow does come out. See what happened here with the 24 of Alan Young. The 156 was around. Let's see what happened with the 156. Made a little bit of contact and down. Not a whole lot of damage until the 24 got to him. All right, so far we've had 1 lead change. We're under caution number 4. Got 34 laps to go. Sure these guys are going to get it green and really make this thing hard. So Brad Cross, Trevor Brownlee, Jared Mogard, Zachary Bosnick's your front runners right now. These trucks in. Brad Cross off to a good start. A little bit of contact by the 00. A little bit of banging going on behind them. Let's see if we can find out where that was on. I believe that was the 21 was involved. Let's take a quick look. 21 of Scott Smith. See the 44 up into the, what is that, the 08 of Casey Cup. And then we also saw the 21, the 24 involved in another one. It'll take a little bit, I guess, to get this thing wound up. Brad Cross, though, out front. He started second. He's first right now. He's got 7 laps led. We have, who's that? Chris Titus, I believe, is now up into second. And he started 9th, so definitely moving in the right direction. All right, we're going to single file starts. Brad Cross gets a good start up high, 25. Chris Titus going to lose a couple of spots. The 91. Zachary Bosnick goes around, gets it back pointed in the right direction. Side by side, Jared Mogard, Chris Titus, Trevor Brownlee, and Brandon Boyd. Right now, Brad Cross out to about a 1.1 second lead. Yellow is out. Sure who was involved in that. Everybody was still rolling. A little bit of contact between the 21, but not anything. Was that the 11? Go back to the 11 here. Uh, 156 made a little bit of contact with the 11. 11 got turned around. That's what the caution came out for. All right, we're back up front with Brad Cross, getting ready to get these guys back green again. Waiting for that pace truck to go back in. Brad Cross, Jared Mogard, Chris Titus, Trevor Brownlee, Brandon Boyd, Zachary Bosnick, Todd LeBoubet, Tim Knott, John Kennedy, and Corey Boudinot, your top 10. Pace truck is in. Looks like Brad off to a good start. Jared Mogard gonna try and close it in a little bit more on him, side by side, further back. See the 00 Jared Mogard and the 25 Chris Titus there. We're battling out for second and third. Here comes the 04 Trevor Brownlee. Jump inside with Brad while we're green. And the yellow does come out. Let's see if we can find out where. It's like the 49 of Justin Krudoff. Let's go back and find out what happened. Looks like he got a little bit of help from the 42. I believe that's Jim Foos. Yeah. I probably slowed down a little bit in front of him and really nowhere to go. Let's take a look. Brad Cross. Right now he's in the lead. He's got 20 laps led. He did start second. We'll go back to the 00 Jared Mogard. And he started 7th. He's currently sitting 2nd. And Chris Titus started 9th, got himself all the way up to 3rd. Getting those wave arounds by. Take a look at the top 10 real quick. All right, we're getting ready to get the pace truck back in. Back at it again. Here we go. Definitely a good start up front for the probably top 5. Brad Cross holding on to the lead. Jared Mogard trying to close in on him, and a little bit further back, Trevor Brownlee in the middle, and the yellow is out. And it looked like the 156, Brad Dyer, not having a good night here tonight. Someone turned in front of him. I believe the one was at the 134. Yeah, 134 of Corey Booth. Now let's see what happened with him real quick. And it looks like he may have got a little help from the 42. And then you see the 156 trying to slow up to avoid him, and obviously went around. All right, we're getting ready to go back green again. Brad Cross still up front. We got 12 laps to go. Man, these dirt races go by so fast. Even a 50-lap race like this is over before you know it. Back at it. And look at those cars sideways. Look at the dust kicking up on them. Back here to the 04. They were all 3 wide. 04 on the inside. 25, Chris Titus does get by. Now the 91 of Zachary Bozanix does get by. That'll move Zachary up to 4th. It's going to move Trevor back to 5th. Yellow's out. That was on. Almost caught it there. 124. David Carlson. Go back a little bit more. Yeah, looks like he just lost it. We're getting ready to go back green. So you got Brad Cross still up front leading this race. 32 laps led. 5 laps to go. Hopefully we can get a green flag finish here. I know he would, if he's going to win, he would like to win it under green. Going to be challenged by Jared Mogard right here towards the end. Jared trying to keep that car down low. Brad able to move out just a little bit, keep a little bit of distance between them. Be coming to 2 laps to go this time by. Jared is right there though. He is trying everything he can to get that car underneath and grab that low line. And gonna lose a little bit of time right there. Chris Titus now gonna close in on Jared. Be coming to the white flag. And he is right there at the door. Brad Cross gonna take it home here tonight in the late models. Jared Mogard gonna finish second. Chris Titus gonna take home third. Not too bad once they got it going. I'll tell you what, a lot of fun in these cars. We'll give these guys a minute to get themselves together here, and we'll get a word in with somebody. We'll be right back.
Red Bull GRCs are now available on iRacing. I personally put my blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, developing the cars, the tracks, the dirt, making sure it is authentic as possible, and I really think you guys are going to love it. The best part is that this 600 horsepower Volkswagen Beetle is free to all members. So get signed up now and come race me online.
We're just waiting for guys to be able to be reached. We'll try and get a word in. I see Trevor Brownlee's available. I don't think we've talked to him. Let's get a word in with Trevor. Hey, Trevor, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man, not really a bad run out there. A little bit rough start, but, you know, you did kind of hang on to the at least the top 5 spot here. How'd it feel from your side, man?
I really don't know how to respond to that. It was quite hectic there at the end of the race, and I don't know. We were all teammates up there, top 6, and felt like we were racing against each other rather with each other. So I definitely should have had a better shot to win that race. Doesn't work out like that tonight, so it's not in the cards for me. Hopefully come back tomorrow night and get the win.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Starting on the pole, too, and bringing home 5th, 13 laps led. Not really a bad run, but I don't know, man. Just a rough start tonight. The street stocks are a little bit rough. They're a little bit rough here, too. 50-lap race. Thought it would fan out a little bit more. How'd the car feel, though, overall?
The setup was tight. It was really tight, especially on corner entry. If you're trying to get on the bottom and rotate the bottom, you had to use a lot of brake and kind of run through the slick stuff to get it to rotate for you. But if it was a little bit looser, it probably would have been a lot better racing. Just nature of how it was. So can't really complain about it too much. It was all fixed up. We were all on the same thing. Just wasn't in the cards for me tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate, man, but definitely a great effort there, and starting on the pole, man. And hopefully we'll see something come out of you tomorrow night on the final events here, man. Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to all the maxed out guys. Like I said, 1st through 6th, I believe, and then one finishing 8th. So we had a pretty good showing there in the late model. So kind of where we come from for the most part is late model racing. So give a shout out to Maxed Out and give a shout out to Chris Titus's mom. Hopefully she's watching. I don't really know the situation with her, but I know she was in the hospital. So hope she has a speedy recovery.
Yeah, same here, man. We were talking about that last night, and we said some prayers for her, so hopefully she'll be doing okay, and see what's going on here, man. We'll look forward to seeing what you got here tomorrow night, and unfortunate night for you here tonight, but at least you take home a 5th, so not really a total loss, man, but we do appreciate you talking with us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go to our 3rd place driver, Chris Titus, because I do see he's available. Hey, Chris, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you started 9th. You take home 3rd. How was it from your seat, man?
It was great. It was rough. A lot of cautions. Hate seeing that. Love seeing Brad Cross win. You know, maxed out member. 1 through 6, and we got 8 too, I think. So got a strong team on the dirt, and it was fun to run tonight.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. You know, once it got green a little bit there, I mean, it you know, really got spread out a little bit. You can see, you know, the top probably 6, 7 guys kind of moving forward. It's unfortunate, like you said, with the cautions, you know, but you'll have that, man. There's a lot of cars on the track, everybody trying to get up to the front, man. But, you know, to start ninth and take home third, you definitely went in the right direction, man. And hopefully this will do something for you. You're going to be here tomorrow night for the final events?
Oh, for sure. As long as everything with my mother is okay, yeah, I will be here for sure.
Yeah, we're talking about your mom. A lot of the guys, I don't know if you heard, but a lot of the guys, you know, giving shout outs to your mom, trying to hope she feels better and everything, man. We said some prayers for her, and hopefully everything goes good for you and for your mom, and, you know, she gets out and back home before the holidays, man.
Me too. She's battling cancer, and it's really kicking her butt right now. But she's a fighter, so hopefully she's watching. And she is. I love you. And we tried tonight. You know, street stocks didn't work out very well, but this maxed out team always, when we were at our lowest point, it seems like we bounce right back. And I just got to give a shout out to all them guys that are on that team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did a great job to I think what, first through sixth, and then like you said, eighth. So definitely a good run here tonight, and hopefully tomorrow night, you know, you'll be able to get yourself up there to that number one spot. You know, from ninth to third. Definitely a good run for you, and you know, we'll be saying prayers for your mom, man, and let her know there's a lot of people out here that have her in their thoughts.
I sure will. Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. You have a good night, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow night.
All right, sounds good.
All right. All right, that was third. He came from ninth to third. We're going to get a word in with Jared. Hey, Jared, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, man, 7th place start, 2nd place finish. Not bad for what it was. How was it from your side?
It was fun. A little scary, but it was fun. Just, I don't know, a lot of yellows there. I don't know if there's track conditions or what. A lot of yellows. Kind of a hard setup. Just pushing a lot, but we made it work, and like you said, ended up second. So it's a good run for the team and everybody. So.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we did have a couple of little runs there where it looked like it was going to start and stay green. It looked like pretty good racing up in the front. I think it was like the top 6 or 7 kind of, you know, stuck together and moved out a little bit, and definitely fast action in these cars. You're gonna be here tomorrow night for the final events.
Yeah, it was a good race up front there. We had that one run there, and someone decided they were just gonna stop on the racetrack. I'm not really sure why, but that kind of bred to more yellows. But yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. But we're sitting pretty good in the point standings here. I think we're second now. So just shout out to the sponsors, the team, Max Out. We got one more night, 2 more races. So we'll see what happens. You got Brad on the win, and shout out to Carla again. Hopefully you're still watching. We'll get it done tomorrow. So thank you guys.
Absolutely, man. Well, not a bad run here tonight, buddy. You started 7th, you take home 2nd, so definitely moved in the right direction. And we'll look forward to seeing what you got for tomorrow night.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. All right, let's get a word in with Brad Cross, our winner here. Hey, Brad Cross, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congratulations. You got the win here tonight, 37 laps led. You started 2nd, so you were right there the whole time. And how you feeling right about now?
A lot better than I was after the street stock race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a tough start right there, but a little bit better in the late model. Still a little bit, a couple cautions. I was hoping it was going to end under green because I know you'd rather win it under green than yellow, but you were out front. You got 37 laps to prove it, so definitely look good out there tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad we sort of got some green there at the end. I was just trying to survive the street stocks like everybody else, I guess, but I just kind of got full throttled in the street stocks there with 2 laps to go, so I kind of see how the rest of this week's going to go with a couple people, but if I can handle them all, I think I just prove that in the late models. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. I mean, like Trevor said, we were all in the same setup, so everybody was fighting the same issues there. When I got by Trevor on a restart on the outside, it wasn't that bad. And then when I was the first restart where I was the leader, we went off into one on the restart, and I experienced the same thing Trevor did. Like it didn't matter what I did, I couldn't get it to turn through half of the corner, and I finally just full throttled it and stood on it and kind of roasted the tires all the way down the back straightaway. But somehow or another kept the lead, and the rest of it was just trying to be smooth and not spin out.
Yeah, try to keep it up there and not spin out and lose all those positions, man. But you did, and you got 37 laps for it. Coming into tonight's race, you are the points leader, and you came in here with 26 points. You were 1 point ahead of Justin Krudov and 2 points ahead of Jared Mogard and 3 points ahead of John Kennedy. So it was a pretty tight run right there points-wise. Getting the win here tonight should help a little bit in that point standing for tomorrow night, yeah?
Yeah, I hope so. Like I say, it was definitely interesting. Justin had just about everybody covered in the street stocks there, but I believe we could have, maybe actually had a really good race for it if there wasn't so many cautions. But that, and like I say, getting taken out with 2 to go didn't exactly help my point situation. So I was bound and determined to come in here in the late models and do everything I could to try and get a win.
Yeah, awesome.
Try and catch up what I lost.
Well, you got it done, man, and you started second, so you definitely showed that you had a car for it, and 37 laps led, man. Awesome job here tonight. Got a good-looking car out there, man. Nice paint job on there. You got a lot of good teammates behind you, and, a lot of guys congratulate you on the win, so great job here, man. I guess before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like all the other guys say, hopefully Carla's watching. I know Titus and everybody all talked about it, but same thing as last night. We just, we're really thinking about her and, hoping that things start getting better and looking up for her and she gets to come home before Christmas. And just all my teammates over at Maxed Out. I mean, I couldn't do it without those guys. We all work real well together most of the time. Every now and then we get a little competitive, but we all work good together, and I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to be teammates with. But gotta give a shout out to Brandon Boyd. He's the one that does my cars up and makes me look halfway decent. So gotta thank him, and Nick Kaufman with Kaufman Race Graphics, and just everybody over at Maxed Out. And thank you guys again for doing the broadcast. You've done an awesome job last night, and awesome job again tonight, and can't wait to go back and watch the replay.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And yeah, you do got a real nice looking car out there. He does a great job on the paint jobs, man. And you got the win. 37 laps led here tonight. So not really a bad finish for you. And maybe tomorrow night we'll see you back out in the podium. I got 3 different events to try and get the win on. So we'll keep our eyes on you, man.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. I'd have to say probably the modifieds will be my best shot. I'm really not that great in sprint cars, so hopefully just gonna try and survive that race. But we're gonna give it everything we've got in the modifieds tomorrow. Awesome, man. All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks, sir. All righty. Yeah, going to be some real good action tomorrow night. Be on about 8:30 East. Hopefully Tim will be with me. I know tonight he had to go. I was last night at my kids' play at their school. He was tonight at his daughter's play at the school. And probably, you know how that goes. It's kind of hard to get out sometimes, and no worries. But hopefully he'll be here with me tomorrow night. Hopefully you guys will come back and tune on in for it and see what they got here. Great run here tonight for Brad Cross. Going to come out your winner, and he comes in the leader coming into the race tonight. So this should help him a little bit in the points and keep him going. So we're going to run over the results, and then we're going to pack it up and get up on out of here, and we'll be back live again tomorrow night. We have Brad Cross, your winner. Jared Mogard will take home second. Chris Titus takes home third.
And like everybody said, you know, we want to keep Chris's mom up. Hopefully you hear it. There's a lot of people that out there care about you and wishing you well. Hopefully you can get back before the holidays are over. And hopefully you'll tune in again tomorrow night and see if Chris can do something out here. Fourth place will be Zachary Bosnick. Fifth goes to Trevor Brownlee. Brandon Boyd will finish sixth. Tim Knott finishes seventh tonight. Eighth is John Kennedy. Ninth goes to Jim Foos. Steve Ritter will finish 10th. 11th goes to Mitch Brown. Bo Reddy finishes 12th. Jason Stewart will take home 13th. Kari Bodnat will take home 14th. 15th goes to Justin Krudoff. 16th is Casey Cup. 17th is Braden Shepard. Alan Young will finish 18th. Todd LeBouvier will finish 19th. Scott Smith finishes 20th. 21st goes to David Carlson. Brad Dyer finishes 22nd. 23rd is Danny Rogers. 24th goes to Jonathan Holstein. 25th will be Tom Giannini. And 26th, Ty Hester. Dominic Lee finishes 27th. Jay Graves Jr. will finish in 28th. So that's what we got here tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You guys definitely put on a good show here. A little bit of cautions in the street stocks, but a lot of cars on the track. A lot of, you know, a little bit of time to get it done. So you'll have that here and there. A little bit better here in the late models. Tomorrow night definitely going to be a fun ride. So tune in tomorrow night around 8:30, and we'll get her done. We appreciate you tuning in. And hopefully I made it as interesting as I can. It's tough doing this alone, but I give it my best. That's all I can do. So until then, have a good night, everybody.